Alright, here we go. Let's make another video. Probably take a break from making videos after this because I need to just I have a lot of anxiety nowadays, so it's not like I'm pausing videos, but I think I probably limit it more to once or twice a week, and so maybe I'll make one Monday, and I'll make one Friday. That will probably be my schedule, because that way I can that was terrible. That way I can absolutely terrible. I can kind of recap one video. I can recap the weekend, and one video I can recap the week, and not blabber on too much. And 2 videos would amount to, I always make sure I'll make 2 videos a week, and 2 videos will amount to 104 videos by the end of the year, obviously. Luckily I made a little bit more than that, and maybe when the next year comes around, I'll look at kind of what I'm thinking when the next year comes around. But yeah, just kind of today is kind of a blur. I feel like it's another Monday to me. I have not been able to find my rhythm. I have not been able to find a few things like tracking who I am. I don't know if it makes any sense, but I feel like I'm just been in a giant fog. So I don't know exactly what it is. Probably not eating enough. That would probably be a huge factor. Today I did not eat enough, I know that much. And yesterday I didn't eat enough either. Luckily my wife made some pasta, so I was able to do that. But yeah, I've just not been eating enough. Luckily I did keep control of some of my habits, as far as doing the good habits, which are normal for so many. I guess I'm not normal, but in a vein of people. I'm not unique, but I guess I am. We all are, but I'm not unique in a lot of my subcategories. Yeah. So, but yeah, I did work out just a little bit today. Not a crazy amount, which is disappointing. And then I didn't eat enough either, and just kind of in an overall blur. So that happened today. Yesterday I don't even remember what happened. I watched some kind of, did I watch a movie? I don't know what I did last night, as far as, I feel like I fell asleep pretty quick. I don't think I played anything. I don't think I watched anything. I think honestly I just kind of fell asleep, so kind of a weird night for me. Luckily I took my meds on time, but I just been overly exhausted. Doesn't help that I eat candy at the end of the night, and just not eating like I'm supposed to, so that will keep me up, plus affect my next day. So again, that does not help. I'm not really doing anything to help. I had pre-workout this morning. I didn't even work out, so that doesn't make much sense. That just kind of will set me off for the day in a bad way. So unless I'm working out, I can't. There's no I can't take pre-workout unless I know that I'm gonna work out. So that is detrimental to me, and not the right thing to do. So yeah, as far as games, I didn't play any last night. I've kind of been in what do I play, kind of turned off from games in general. So maybe I don't even play anything. Maybe I just take a big break, and maybe in that break I find that I don't need to keep the games that I've been keeping, because I don't even play them. So there's that. Yeah, and I was thinking about playing Golden Sun, I've had Golden Sun, like I think I was talking earlier, or I was talking to myself. Golden Sun, the original I didn't always own. I ended up buying that years later. I think I ended up buying that on eBay back in like 2017 now, probably 2018. I think I bought that when I lived at, so maybe 2019, when I lived at the condo. And so I bought that kind of secondhand, like I, bought most of my stuff. So I didn't get it the day it came out, but I did get Lost Age for my birthday. I've since lost the box and everything like that, but I know that is my original copy of the Lost Age. And besides Sacred Stones, which is now at my brother's, besides Sacred Stones and, oh man, I really think it's Sacred Stones. I can't think of, yeah. And that's at my little brother's house, but that's a game that I could, like, grab and have at my house. But most of the games I bought secondhand, like I bought them after the fact. Like I bought Metro Fusion years later, I bought Zero Mission years later, I bought Fire Emblem for GBA not too much late, but I had it and then I lost it. And I bought that maybe back in like 2010 or something. I bought that kind of early on, and I replayed that when I was like too much older. But Sacred Stones and Golden Sun: The Lost Age are my original copies from when I was a kid, and that does not happen often. Like all the games that I own now, they're either Switch or they're bought, like 3DS, Star Fox 64, the remake for the 3DS, and Majora's Mask are both games that I bought when they came out, but that wasn't too long ago. Xenogears I bought later in life, Vagrant Story very recently, Blood Omen maybe about 2 years ago. Yeah, the list can keep on going. Yeah, they're all games that I bought pretty recently, so even the games that I own, like, most of them are my original. They don't have that much significance to, like, me owning them. But going back to Golden Sun, like the Lost Age, I never knew that it was a sequel, and I don't know why I bought it. Like, I didn't buy it, I got it for Christmas. And I have no idea why. I don't think maybe I wanted it from something gave me, again, that game came out in like 2002 or 3 or something. So I don't know what, maybe later. I think around that time though. So I don't know what gave me that spark to buy that, because I didn't play the original. But maybe a magazine or something gave me the spark to be like, I want to play that game. And maybe, it's kind of in the same vein of, I think, for me, it was kind of in the same vein as Sacred Stones and Fire Emblem, like anime aesthetic and etc. But years later, I discovered that the Lost Age was by Camelot, and Camelot, a lot of the team on Camelot had worked on the Shining Force games. And then when I recently played Golden Sun, the first one, I didn't beat it or anything, but I discovered that the menus and everything were from Shining Force. So that was actually pretty cool to realize. And not only that, but in Dark Souls 2, possibly Dark Souls 1, I don't know if it has the same composer. That's making me now look like a Souls fan. But I know that Dark Souls 2, the composer of that game, so probably the same, Dark Souls 1 and 2. And I think mostly Dark Souls games are from the same composer. That composer composed Golden Sun and many other games. But that, you could hear someone broke it down, the music of, and I watched it way back, like 6 years ago I watched the video, but I remember someone broke down his music and how he writes music. And the same way he wrote, like the same kind of lead up, it was just cool. Like, he broke down Sin the Dragon, the boss music for that game, and then he broke down the boss music for, or the battle music for Felix's theme in The Lost Age, and how they were written were very similar, and how they sounded kind of were in the same kind of build up, and that always really like sparked an interest in me going back to Golden Sun. So it was just kind of, the music of Dark Souls obviously is fantastic, and then hearing that, and vice versa, hearing it in Lost Age and then Dark Souls, and kind of going back to the same two. And then Dark Souls and Golden Sun both have alchemy as a basis in its lore, so that was really interesting to me too, because I've kind of took an interest in that over the years, and how it's kind of pushed into these games, and the reasoning why. And so Shining Force, the amazing battle themes, the alchemy rich storyline. Like, I'm looking for games that are testing me, but also I can play through. And I think that, you know, games like Vagrant Story, games like Golden Sun are games that I want to play now, that kind of test that there's something deeper about the games, that, you know, I'm not looking just for the gameplay, I'm looking for the melding of a bunch of different aspects to make a game that really resonates with me. So I'm kind of looking at Golden Sun and Vagrant Story, while Prince of Persia is more that gameplay aspect, and also looks back at some of the Babylonian and Assyrian mythology of Ishtar, you know, gods that I'm not really aware of. That doesn't really interest me as much as kind of these more like crafted but based in real life, like mythos of real life. Obviously, Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown, borrows heavily from life, so that's not really what I guess I'm trying to say. But I've never really been interested in Babylonian history and Assyrian history. Like, I know about it, and I know obviously the foundations of this of kind of this modern world type of deal. All can link back to Mesopotamia, Egypt, and obviously all of that. So it's very important to understand, but I don't really want to play that over a game like Vagrant Story and Golden Sun, which I think have very esoteric backgrounds. Same with Dark Souls. Prince of Persia is more obvious in it's what it's trying to tell you, and that's not bad at all. But I'm kind of interested in where games get their mythos of esotericism, and how that even comes about. Obviously, Xenogears is pretty esoteric and borrows heavily from Jewish mythos, Carl Jung, Sigmund Freud, but they also borrow heavily from previous mythos as well. So kind of trying to find, something like that. I don't know really how to explain it. But playing Dark Souls, I think Dark Souls is phenomenal. But sometimes the reason I play it is to just be part of the world, not necessarily play the game. The world is just so different from other gaming worlds, and that's the reason I play Dark Souls, along with the lore, and just being able to like be in the world, listen to the lore, be part of like that experience, which Dark Souls, especially 1, offers in spades. world and just like listen to the noises and yeah. So even though Golden Sun and Vagrant Story have not the best gameplay, I've been able to get through gameplay loops pretty easily if I like the story and everything like that. So I don't mean to jabber on with this video. I guess maybe it's the rain, like I said yesterday. Maybe it's the rain, maybe it's being kind of lost in a direction. But yeah, I'm just kind of down right now. So yeah, that's just it. I think my worldview has been scattered a little bit, so I'm just trying to regain the pieces and maybe get a different worldview at the end of this. Not to be dismal, I don't want to have a dismal worldview. I want to have a different outlook that I can understand the different aspects of the world more. Confusing myself right now, but I'm just kind of jabbering. So I appreciate you guys all, and I will see you guys next time, and hopefully the video will be a little bit more positive. But again, I probably won't try to make a video tomorrow or Thursday, or probably even Friday. I feel like I've made too many videos recently, so I will probably be making a video next Monday, and I'll be taking a little break and hopefully gather the pieces up together. And as always, I will see you next time.